There we go. It actually seems that all the electronics and technology and software and everything is working for once. Oh god. Well, almost. I couldn't hear the pre-stream, so the monitoring wasn't set up right. But apart from that, apart from a little thing with that, I think everything, as far as I could see the meters, you guys could hear the pre-stream and people were mentioning the music, so I think, at least on your end, everything was working. Good evening, everybody. How are you doing? Let me just quickly get this ship in the hangar. I've just been moving some ships around here before the stream, just so that we don't have to spend the first 20 minutes just jumping from starport to starport. There'll be plenty of that later on, but if we can save 20 minutes of jumping, that would be nice to get some slightly more interesting gameplay going. Now, there we go, on the pad with that. Yes, so as many of you both have mentioned, just both for people asking about it over on Twitch and also on YouTube now, yes, this is the vet mining build stream today. Sorry, I need to get some water here. In my D2A North Star muck, d2astore.com. Anyway, after that shameless promotion, laser or core, or both, neither. Subsurface. We're gonna do a subsurface mining Corvette. And it's gonna be fun, I think. Sorry. I'll go on with my voice. Absolutely, Ronan. I've had a mining Corvette for subsurface mining for quite a while, and I'm just giving it a refresh so that it's a little bit more suited for egg mining compared to what it was before. Acting classes. What's the like limit for discounts? Yes, that's a very good question. We got a honk there in chat. Okay, cool. We haven't actually set the like goal yet, but it's definitely something that we should do. And the last couple of streams we've been doing around 450, that kind of area. So I don't know, should we do 450 again today? 437. We can go do 4. You know what? I actually like. So we have Sleepy that said 07. Let's do 407, just to have the 07 in there. I think that could be fun. Let's do 407 today. $404, yeah. Or we could do 404 and then have the, or then already determine the code now and then let it be discount not found. Okay, I think we're gonna go with 407 today. So, as always, of course, the like goal today will be 407. And that means once we reach 407 likes, I'll set up a discount code for you guys so that you can get some discount at the merch store. 404 subsurface deposit not found. So 407 it is. Where are we actually at already? I noticed there was a lot of talk about pre-likes. I think it was Duchess who mentioned that, which is a term that I absolutely love. Pre-likes is a wonderful term. Okay. Let me just get that up and running there. Okay. Should have a take money, make it 007 already. Do I have a unengineered Corvette laser mining build? Oh, now you're asking difficult questions. I can't remember all my mining builds, but there's an easy way to figure it out. If you go to Commander's Toolbox, as you can see right here, and you go to ship builds and we go to mining, let's see what we have. So we have a subsurface / laser mining Corvette. This is the one we are rebuilding today. We have, what do we have with no engineering? I have a laser mining type 9 with no engineering. I have a core mining Python with no engineering. And I have a laser mining Dolphin with no engineering. So no Corvettes with no engineering on it. But those are the ones that I have with like non-engineered. So both we have small, medium, large. both some for lasers, some for cores. So there's a pretty good spread there. But go and have a look at them. You can also see in some cases with the laser mining cutter, that comes in the normal variant and the resource extraction site variant, so in the combat version. And both guides are of course available here. Similarly, I'll probably make a because yeah, subsurface laser, I don't know. Ego Killer, thanks a lot for the super chat, and you're very welcome. Corvette is pretty lacking without engineering. Yeah, most ships are. Would you recommend taking a subsurface missile launcher when core mining? Well, if you have room for it. I mean, if you're core mining, you're probably not going to be having issues with NPC pirates, so you probably don't need that many weapons. So if you have the spare hard points, by all means, there's no reason why you wouldn't. I wouldn't recommend, okay, so I would say if you have room on it, yes, fit it. If you have room on your ship, do fit it. But don't go out of your way to get it on your core mining ship. It's more important you have a working core mining ship than that you have a mediocre core mining ship that can also subsurface mine, if that makes sense. So if the build that you're building have room for a subsurface missile, yes, put it on there. If you begin to make compromises, then don't. Okay, so I knew this would probably be coming up during the stream today, so let's just get it out of the way. People asking over on Twitch, we have Captain Hot Sauce, I think, that asked, what is my thoughts on the whole Yamix thing? So, first of all, I think there's a big misconception here, and that is that everybody else has been given keys. That is not the case. From the people that I have talked to, either I've talked to some personally, and some has posted it publicly as well over on Twitter. So the ones that I know of course, is myself. It's Obsidian Ant, it is the Virpil, and it is Commander Plater. Those are the ones that I know 100% has not received any keys. And I'm expecting that since we have at least Ant in there, I would expect that that means that nobody has received any keys. So you can argue back and forth about the wording of the emails, and there's been a lot of shouting, and I'm gonna stay 100% out of that. I have nothing to do with that. All I can say is that, to my knowledge, nobody's received any keys. So that the thing that Yamix writes and says that he wants a key and he's not getting one, well, I mean, those damn ads. Live streams shouldn't be running ads. Hold on. That's not right. Where's the ad settings even on live stream? Where do they put it? Can I make this a non-monetized stream, please? Yes, thank you very much, YouTube. I would very much like so. Monetization is set to on. Monetization is now set to off. There we go, much better. Sorry about that. Anyway, but no, so that's my point on it, that yeah, exactly. I think Captain Hot Sauce, I think that's the general misconception, is that their keys has been giving out to like everybody and their dog. That is not the case. Nobody got any keys. Yamix didn't get a key, I didn't get a key, Ant didn't get a key, nobody got a key so far. I don't know if Frontiers are planning to send out keys in the 11th hour here, like just before the alpha goes live. They have mentioned in the past that they were considering something along those lines, but at this point in time, as far as I know, nobody got anything. So, I don't know. Did I already buy an alpha? Yes, I have bought an alpha key with my own money at absolutely no discount. I bought it full price, just like everybody else who's on PC. console crowd, of course, can't. But you get my... I bought a key myself, full price, on Steam, so that I could be 100% sure that I could have alpha access on Monday when the thing releases with everybody else. So, no special treatments. As you have no idea what FDev are giving pre-release keys to anyone. What are you talking about? All I have said is that I have not received any keys, and of other content creators that I've talked to, they have also said they have not received any keys either. I don't know if they send out to press or if they send out to anybody else, but to my knowledge, no content creators have so far received anything at all. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if Frontier is sending out to journalists or game reviewers, other places. No idea. Maybe they have. I don't know. All I know is that me and the number of the people I mentioned before has not. They will send it out on the 29th, okay? That is, yeah, on Monday, when the releases, I don't know, maybe. I have no idea. You will get it automatically. We'll see. All I can tell you is right now the only key I have is the one I bought myself for my own money. But anyway, enough about that. Now I want to talk about the Corvette. So, if you watched the last live stream, we were beginning to do the build, and we've done the majority of the build. I created a spreadsheet because every good live stream should contain a spreadsheet. And these are the engineerings we need to do. Let me just quickly get... Hold on, give me a second here. I just need to check. Let's just get the Market Connect up and running. Here we go. Okay, let's get back. There we go. So, it's probably in data, I would guess. No, Galaxy? Galaxy Engineering? Yeah, crafting list. Okay, so we put all the modules in that we needed to craft last time, and it still says all things are collected, so we should be good to go. And that means that we need to... So one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to do a slight refit of the ship before we went out, because this is intended to be flying over a fleet carrier, and that means, as you can see here, there's no fuel scoop. The jump range is not amazing, so just to make our life a little bit easier, we're just going to fit a fuel scoop, and we're going to fit a Guardian FSD booster, just to make it a little bit more, well, practical to fly it around. No, this is not the Cucumber, this is the Lieutenant Diamond, exactly as Don Glora said. This is the Subsurface mining Corvette. So, we have some beam lasers that need to be modified. We have some multi-cannons, beam lasers, multi-cannons, and the only other thing should be shields, is that right? That does seem to be the case. Okay, so what I'm just gonna do is just to get rid of the cargo, because those are easy to replace later. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna put them in storage so I can module transfer them to my fleet carrier later, I guess. And let's just chuck in a FSD booster. Hey, Chris, thanks a lot for becoming a Patreon. Awesome. I don't know if you're in chat. I haven't spotted you. But if you are, thanks a lot. And I'll see if I can get in touch with you after the stream then. And what did the other thing I wanted? The other thing I wanted was a fuel scoop. Did I now sell it? I think I actually managed to sell. Okay, we'll just go back to Shinrata then, it doesn't matter. It's almost the same. What am I doing? I'm looking for a fuel scoop. 7A. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, shields are still offline. Are we that much short on power? In that case, I'm probably gonna... Okay, they're coming online now. So, let's just go and let's make ourselves a route. We're gonna jump in here, gonna back here actually. We're gonna go to the multi-waypoint route plotter. Still need to get this thing updated at some point. We are in Shinrata Desra. This is gonna be our start and end system. We wanna visit Brotron Quinn. Who was it? And Todd the Blaster and Lee Chong. So we wanna visit Todd the Blaster. We wanna visit... This is a very short list, so I don't know how much you can do in terms of optimization. There we have our list. Fully optimized. Let's just go to the first one. And let's get some... Hey, Tom! Tom became a patron as well. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much. Do you just see a subsurface mining laser? No subsurface mining missile, I hope. Planning to optimize the toolbox for phones. Yeah, but the problem is a lot of the stuff is custom scripts, as you can imagine, and it's a little bit more difficult since my front-end skills are very limited, should we say. But I am, when I have time, trying to work on the toolbox. But it is really one of those as time permits kind of deals. Okay. How many jumps for the first stop? 7 jumps. What's our jump range now? 34. Still not great. Yeah, jump range has never been good, but this is why the Corvette is a great ship for running with a fleet carrier when you're using it for mining, because then the jump range doesn't really matter. Oh, gotta hit the top. Oh, I'm not. That was close. Yeah, that was a near miss. How do you join the group? The group is called MP_Astro. So if you just go into the social menu and request access to the group, it's definitely not a friend request, but it's access to the group. Then you will have access to the private group. Though I'm playing in solo at the moment, as I always do in live streams. Are low tier diamonds still top tier calls? No. If you go to Inara, you can check prices, and you can see that low temperature diamonds are actually not that great. But because they can be subsurface mined, you can still make some decent money out of them. Oh, hope we're not getting too many brown dwarfs here. That would be interesting. Oh no, we're good. Aaron says, first of all, thanks for the super chat. Says the Commander's Toolbox is a labor of love. It absolutely is. One of the best third-party tools. Third-party add-ons for the game that I've used. Thank you very much. You're very welcome. It absolutely is. It's the thing actually started with the Commander's Toolbox because, like, originally I had that spreadsheet where so originally I wanted to create a spreadsheet for myself where I just kept, like, where to go for different materials, different engineering materials. And then I thought, you know what, since I'm making this for myself, I might as well just make it look slightly more pretty. And then, oh, I should actually fuel scoop, shouldn't I? And then just make it public. So I made the spreadsheet and I made it public. It's still available somewhere, but it's not being maintained. Then later I then decided, like years later, decided there was so much content that, like, if you need to go and look something up, right? And I made a video about it. It can be annoying to go in and say, oh, I know that, and I do it myself and watch my own videos back sometimes if I like, oh, how did that work again? Then I go back and watch my own videos back, and sometimes I have to sit and scrub through the videos to say, I know there's like one piece of information in there that I need, like, what was the name of that system or something like that. So I thought, why not instead take that, put it into writing, so that it's easier to search for and easier to find. I should fuel scoop. And that's why I began to make the Commander's Toolbox, and then many of the other tools just began happening after that. And that's also why, while we're fuel scooping here, we can just park ourselves here. That's also why, if you go into the guide section, for instance, the guide section on, let's say, Guardian modules, you will see that I've highlighted various like locations, system names are highlighted, and like if you want to know about like the destructible panels, you can go and just look for the highlighted words, and by just reading the highlighted words, you can very easily find your way through what might seem like a wall of text. So by highlighting the words the way I have, I've hopefully made the text extremely fast to skim through, so that the idea with these articles are, if you're looking for a specific piece of information, you can just sit, read, skim through the yellow text, and you should extremely quickly be able to find the information you need, whether that is the system name, which will most likely be highlighted already, so it's easy to find. So that's kind of the idea with the way that I've structured the Commander's Toolbox, is it should be very, very quickly to go and reference things if you're looking for, like, oh, what was that system name or something like that. Which is also why I have on this one, for instance, if you're looking for terminal sites, like, oh, I need weapon blueprints, boom, there they are, all of them. Locations, planets, that kind of stuff. It's the whole thing is just designed with the mantra in mind that you should get from the front page to the information you need in as few clicks as possible. And get it on screen as quickly as possible. That's kind of the mantra I've tried to design it with. How many hours do I have in Elite? I think, is it coming up on 16 weeks on my main account, plus I would say probably like a week of playtime across my my alts. Ball-ish. This is a rough, so approximately 17 weeks of in-game time.
Frameshift drive charging.
The link for the toolbox, just go to Commandos-Toolbox. Alright, Dunklor is faster than I am. He got the copy-paste file ready. Puka, thank you very much, and welcome to the stream. Just under 3,000 hours for those curious. Okay, thanks for the conversion. I always use the in-game panel, which is a lot easier. Yeah, dongle is always faster. It's, I think dongle has a file with all the links people usually ask for at hand, making it a lot easier.
Frameshift drive charging.
He never stopped counting hours a long time ago. D2A stream.markdown. Nice. Don't forget to honk systems. Nah, it's okay. Hello, Sam. Long time watching, new to Discord. Welcome to the community. Just started unlocking. The engineers can only get 15 fusion tier. Oh yeah. The rare goods is always a pain. If you're lucky, you can find someone. Maybe ask around on Discord. If there's someone in the area who can come by, then they can maybe go in. They can pick up 15 as well, and then go out and jettison it for you, so you can pick it up if you have collectors. So you don't have to fly this many times back and forth. But it's a little bit more involved. It does require 2 people. Or again, life is just easy with a fleet carrier if you have a fleet carrier. But since you're unlocking engineers, I assume you haven't gotten to fleet carriers yet. But what's a good money-making ship? I have now 144 million. I would probably build a I'll build a Python, passenger Python, take it out to Rubico Mines and run some passenger missions. And you can even, if you haven't unlocked any engineers yet, you can even go and get that pre-engineered frameshift drive for materials. So you should, with that, I think, be able to push it up. So you can do the jump from Rubico Mine to Sirius Atmospheric in just 2 jumps. I'm not 100% sure if the new frameshift drive can do that on a stock Python. Well, if you drop down some of the modules to D-rated, like life support, sensors, that kind of thing. I should probably check that, if you could make like a very new player friendly. That would actually be an interesting topic to look into. Make it like a very new player friendly Python build that either required minimum amount of engineering or relied on those double engineered modules to yeah, because Rubico Mines is relatively easy. The difficult part, of course, for new players to get out there to start with, since you'll be flying with no fuel scoop. Do I think some aspects of engineering will be cleared up in Odyssey? I'm talking about the method for collecting materials. I don't think that Frontier is going to make any changes to the existing part of Elite. Maybe apart from the graphical side. But I don't think we're going to see any changes to that. But who knows? I've been wrong in the past about stuff like that, so we'll see. But I don't think they're gonna do that.
Heavy flight control online. Welcome, Commander. Request docking permission if you wish to land. Clearance granted. Proceed to landing pad. 008.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so people are saying that the double engineered, that a pre-engineered FSD can't do it in 1 or in 2 jumps. So that would actually be a very easy way to go, because it requires almost no engineering then. You should be able to just derate it and then go. Oh.
Warning, landing gear not deployed.
What the hell? Oh, the thrusters on this thing is not great. I'm giving it full thrust right now. It's not going anywhere. Am I stuck? Really? Yeah. Okay. Let's try to use the landing gears to get us free. There we go. Okay, it is hovering now. Be a little more careful. This is not a high G planet at all.
Warning, landing gear not deployed.
It's only like a 0.2 G planet, and the thrusters are not that bad on it. I don't think I cheaped out of the thrusters. I think I just got stuck, to be honest.
Landing operation complete. Commence system shutdown. Welcome, Commander.
Okay, so here we're doing beam lasers. Let's just remind ourselves of the build here, what we're building. So for the beam lasers, we are gonna be running efficient oversized. Okay. We already have one here that is efficient 5. Experimental is wrong though, so we're gonna strip this over from regeneration sequence to oversized. That's one beam laser. The other one needs to be engineered from scrap. Oh. Pay attention to my game and not that much to chat. Otherwise I'm just clicking random stuff. I don't think it's the thrusters that's the issue. As far as I remember, the thrusters are actually okay. Yeah, look at that. We have A-rated thrusters, 30 drive, drag drive, so that shouldn't be the issue. I just think we actually got stuck on something. I don't think it was the gravity. We're doing okay on materials, we're doing great on materials. Perfect. Experimentals, oversized. Okay. So that means that our beam lasers can now be swapped over to green because they're done. Okay. Here. Who is next? Oh, great. Right. I cleared my... Idiot. Shinrata, Desra, Brooke Quinn, Li Chong, Todd the Blaster, that start, that's stop. Boom. There we have a route again. Hopefully slightly fewer jumps this time. Wonderful. 200 light years. Wonderful. Yes, as Tom is saying on in chat, remember that today the like goal for the stream is at 407.
Procedure complete.
So 407.
For departure.
If we reach 407, then I will set up a discount code for the merch store, so you guys can get yourself some merchandise with a 10% discount. Do you know how to get more passenger missions? I don't see any. Normally the passenger board should refresh with the normal mission board every 10 minutes. I think 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Now offline. Goodbye, Commander.
Where is... Okay, it's below the horizon. We're gonna go straight to Super Cruise then. My combat rank is elite. I'm triple elite. Come on, there we go. Yes, at least on this account. I think my Colonial account might be exploration elite, but is definitely maybe mining is up there as well, but it's not elite yet. Combat, no. I haven't done much combat on my Colonial. My third alt is next to no ranks, I think, because it gets reset all the time. There's 75% club then. What's the 75%? Is there that many people that are triple elite now? I think it would be a lot less. Ah, yeah, no. I'm not gonna go for CQC elite. That seems, now I get it. 75% because it's 3 out of 4. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Haven't played since the fleet carrier update. What's the new best money making? Yeah, so since the fleet carrier update, the game has been rebalanced a lot, meaning that a lot of different, like, it's not, you can make good money with a lot of different activities in the game. Combat has received a massive buff and can actually make some pretty decent money out of combat. You can still make good money out of exploration missions. Various type of mining is now paying well. You can do almost the same amount of money regardless of whether you go core hunting, laser mining, subsurface mining, as we're gonna do later. So exploration is still lacking a bit in terms of income. If you're looking at like income per hour, but other than that, it's pretty balanced. I don't know about trade though. Trade might still be lacking as well, but at least combat, mining, and passenger missions are now relatively well balanced. So pick your poison. That's a good point there. With exploration, you get to see a lot more stuff. Yeah, you get your name on things, you get to see cool stuff, and you get to fly the Phantom. Let's just stop for fuel here. How many jumps? I don't think we have many jumps. 3 jumps left to this next stop. We did manage to find engineers that were like spread out all across the bottle, so that's always fun. My kill count in the stats. We can look at Codex stats. Combat.
Fuel scooping complete.
So a total from both from combat bounties, combat bonds, and from assassinations. And we're looking at something not too far from 800 million. Lots of skimmer kills. Way back there were skimmer, there were like a skimmer mission. Skimmer massacre missions were like paying huge amount of money back then. So I just killed skimmer for days. But yeah, not impressive combat stats. Again, I'm not really a combat pilot. Does the new mining egg work on console? I'm not sure. How often do I gather materials to ensure that I can do all the builds? So my tactic for collecting materials has always been to do a little bit extra whenever I go collect a material, right? So if I'm going for a specific material, I will always collect more than I need. Like if I'm going to Dav's Hope and I have the materials all the materials I need, I might stay for another hour and just keep collecting for another hour. And if I'm going farming high grades for a specific material, I might just collect a little bit extra, just so I have, I don't know, 20 units extra from what I need, just a little bit. And that means that next time I come around and I need that material, there's a good chance I already have everything I need of that material. And of course means then there's other things I will be running out of, but that means that in most cases when I'm doing builds, I only need to go and pick up, let's say 4 or 5 different materials maybe, worst case. Other than that, I try to keep as many of my engineered modules. So I do a lot of builds where I do a test, it doesn't work, and then I take the ship apart. And then I put my modules into storage unless they have a very, very atypical engineer modification on it. So like overcharged and armored power plants, you probably always need those. But it's very rare that I use, for instance, low emission power plants. So I'm not as likely to store a low emission power plant compared to an overcharged or an armored, because those are more useful in more traditional builds. So it's both about trying to have a large amount of modules in storage, so you can always go pick those up, and that means that I only need to engineer a few modules when I do new builds, because most of them are already ready. And that also means I have to collect fewer materials. So that's the tactic I've been using so far, and it's been working pretty great for me. I know some people like to just go and say, okay, I'm just gonna fill up on all materials so everything's at max, and they're not gonna worry about it for a while. And that's fine. I've considered doing the same, but so far it's just been, yeah, pick up a little bit extra. Is that a Lego Apollo assassin behind? Yes, it is. It's awesome, right? I love it. Did you see Lego just came out with a, I think it was yesterday, they just came out with a space shuttle and Hubble set. It's like brand new. I think it was yesterday, at least very recently they came out with it. And I'm definitely gonna get my hands on that. Ah, we've had people already bought it. Count me envious. Do you lightsaber back there? No. I have my Lego Saturn 5. I have my smaller little. Let's go over to the camera so you guys can actually see what I'm pointing at. Yeah, there we go. Then I have like the smaller Saturn 5. This is actually a phone charger, the little one. So you can take your phone, and then you put your phone on it, like there. Yeah, you see a little blue light lights up. Don't know if it picks up on camera. There's a little blue light now because the phone is charging. You take that, and that's pretty cool. And then it has like there's like lights in it. And then I have what else do I have? I have the ISS back here, of course. What else do I have? Like a variety of like Virpil gear down here, VR headsets. I have all these like 3D printed models of the moon. This is cool. I love this one. So detailed if I can get it to focus on it. Look at that. I love this, and it's like it's heavy. It's difficult to show weight, but this is solid. This is not hollow. This is solid all the way through. These planets, also these smaller planets, like they have these tiny little ones. Camera. There we go. That's Mars, also 3D printed. These are also from a company called. Let's put that back there. This is from a company called Astro Reality. They're not a sponsor or anything like that, but no, it's from a company called Astro Reality, and yeah, love their models. They've also made Mars now in the same size as the moon I have, and I think maybe even a bigger version than the moon I have. So they have one that's like massive. But yeah, they have all those, and they're awesome and very expensive. So be warned. Don't be disheartened if you go and look up the price tag. They are expensive, but they just, I mean, on a shelf like that, you have to have that, don't you? What materials are they printed with? I can't remember. You will have to go and look that up on their homepage. They're made of some sort of plastic. But yeah, go look them up. Astro Reality. Actually, should we see if we can find them? Hold on, give me a second here. See if I can find their homepage. Yeah, okay, here they are. Astro Reality. So what do they have now? They have Luna Max. I can't remember which size I have, because they made more, but they now also have Mars, so you can get a Mars model, as you can see. Oh yeah, they have these. This is a little gimmicky, but they are augmented reality, so they come with like a companion app, so you can scan them, and then you can sit and type on the app, and then it can kind of show like services. That's a little gimmicky, I think. I don't really use that, to be honest. But well, there we actually have an idea about the size compared to a phone. But yeah, as you can see, that's for the Mars model. It's on the pricey side. And I'm not sure if it says anywhere what it's actually printed in, but I believe maybe these are cast and not printed. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. I think at least the smaller planets are printed. I can see the print layers if you go really close. But maybe the moon is actually a cast and not a print. It may be that it's resin. I know they get more detail. I don't know. I know the smaller ones are printed because you can see the layers on them if you go in really close. But when you have them just on a display like that, you can't see that it's printed. Polyresin, yeah, it could be polyresin. It's on the pricey side. Don't get me wrong, Virpil gear is on the pricey side as well, but it's also very good, but also very pricey. Yeah. Now today we're building a not core mining, subsurface mining Corvette.
Automated flight control routine.
Nope.
Please observe docking protocols.
Better than the X-56? Absolutely.
Proceed to landing pad 03.
Landing gear deployed.
But again, I would really only recommend people to go out and buy Virpil if you know that you are either gonna be playing games like Elite, games like Star Citizen, various flight sims, and you know you're gonna be dedicated to it for a substantial amount of time. I mean, for me it makes sense. I'm probably not gonna stop playing Elite anytime soon. So makes sense why I would go out and spend the money to want to build a HOTAS. But if Elite is something you maybe gonna play for a few months and then maybe not anymore, then don't go buy Virpil. It's too expensive for that. Do get a HOTAS, but get whatever you can get that's maybe not as expensive. Unless you're made of gold, in which case, go ahead. But yeah. Okay, Lee Chong, what are we doing here? We're probably doing shields, aren't we? And we're just gonna refresh our memory regarding the engineering of this. So we want the thermal resistant fast charger. This is what we agreed last time. So, thermal resistant. Let's just verify we have the materials. Yes, we do. Okay, good. And level 5. Yes, first of all, Tom, thanks for the super chat. Ask, does the Virpil sticks have twist? The Constellation series does. The Constellation series, this is the Constellation Alpha, and at least this one, it's dusty. This one does have twist, as you can see here. Twist there, twist to the side, and of course there is like a little screw here. Again, should go over to the main camera. There is a little screw here. That one right there. You can tighten that, and that will lock the twist. But for now, it does have twist. As you can see here. Let's go back in game. There we go. Okay, so that was level 5, and we're gonna pick fast charge. Great. Okay. How many jumps do we have for the next system? Hopefully not too many. I feel like we already covered 400 light years or something. Jesus Christ. Okay. This is going to take a while. Yeah, that's all. I've been looking. I was actually looking at both Virpil and what's their name? VBK? That other company that also makes high quality joysticks. And at the time, like when I first started looking into the more high-end area of high-end products, there wasn't really any good ones that had twist. And for a space sim, well, some of them had twist, but Okay, so what I need in a joystick on the stick side is I need twist. I need at least one analog axis on the joystick, and I need 2 separate triggers, like I have here. You have a trigger down here, which is my secondary fire, and I have actually there's a 4-stage trigger up here, but I use one of those stages as my main fire. And once again, we need to go into Super Cruise first. But I want to have those on separate triggers, so I have my 2 fire groups, one down on the pinky and one up with the index finger. So I can control those 2 separately. And having a joystick that both have 2 triggers and had twist just wasn't available. And I think the Constellation Alpha was actually the first joystick that I saw that ticked all of those boxes. And that's when I then jumped on it. And that's also why, when I then got it, while we're flying here, we're talking gear anyway, the throttle they have is this monster of a throttle, which was their Mongoose T50. Which you can see the handle here is identical to the one they use on the CM3 models, but of course the main layout of the throttle here is vastly different. I really like this layout. I think the layout on the other ones is fine too, but I've just gotten so used to, there we go, to this specific layout that it's just become habit now. Of course, different from the. Wow, this has been sitting here for a while. Different from the CM3 throttle, which we have here, which is one of the newer models. A little bit fewer buttons, exact same joystick, and it has these levers back here that allows you to have custom indents you can put up and that kind of stuff.
What a shame it would be if your favorite color was purple. Because it is green you will need if you want to use Virpil.
Thank you, Kirsten. First of all, thanks for the donation as always, and the rhymes. We always need the rhymes. So the base is different between the sticks. Yeah, you can get it. The Constellation Alpha works with most of their bases. I think the majority of people get it with the Warbird base because it just seemed like the best option if you want to just have it sitting on a desk. If you're planning to mount it, then I think they have one other base that also works. But they do have compatibility listings on their homepage, so go check out that on the product pages. It says which bases they are compatible with. I run on a Warbird base and it works great. Yeah, Warbird, yeah. Virpil can be any color. Mine is colored green, but that's just because I've set the LEDs to be green. But you can make it any color you like. They are RGB, so I just colored everything green because, well, I like green. You can supercharge your FSD without engineering it. Yes, you can. You just need a fuel scoop. Yeah. Why you no honk? We're flying in the bubble. I mean, if I'm out exploring, I mean, honking is just one extra thing I need to think about. If I'm out exploring, yes, I will of course honk and scan the systems, but we're just flying around the bubble. I often don't bother. And because Elite, and because 15 billion credits. I'm already trying to monitor 2 chats, a live stream, and not crash into a star. So I think that's going to be fine. I am Goose, must honk. Many jumps? 3 jumps to go. Let's get some fuel. And then after that, we're gonna go back to Shinrata to refit the ship back to its original loadout, get rid of the Guardian booster, get rid of the fuel scoop, and then get back to the North Star. And then we're gonna go out and do some egg mining if we can actually get a spot in the system. That's probably gonna be a difficult thing now, I guess. Which activity did you make most of my money from? That's actually a good question. I want to say mining. I think it's mining. But I'm actually not sure. Quince? I don't think I made a lot of money from Quince. But I don't think I make that much from Quince. You have to remember, Quince was like 80 million per hour when that was a thing. And when the mining boom was at its highest, that was easily up in the like 200, 300, 400 million hour range. So even though I've probably spent, no, I've also spent more hours mining than I have spent in Quince. So I don't think it's Quince. Hey, Preben, thanks a lot for the donation. Let's just already scrolling away here. Says, love your mug and the hoodie. It's super comfy. And it's the best. And what is the best way to make it? I'm a little confused after the nerf. So we briefly talked about it earlier. First of all, again, thanks for the donation. But massacre missions, if you can stack them, and especially if you're running in a wing, you can make combat massacre mission. You can make a ton of money from those. There is also mining is relatively good. You can make 150 mil an hour from mining if you have the right equipment and you either go run a map. Platinum mining is really good. We're gonna go out and do some egg mining here in a bit. That's not as profitable, but it's still decent. Then you have the Robigo passenger missions paying in the vicinity of 120 million per hour. So yeah, there's plenty of opportunities, but I think right now the highest payer is combat. Oh, we have a system. Wonderful. I was like, what's going on here? Let's go. Eight massacre missions extremely difficult though. No. If you run them in a wing together with people, you can do it very, very quickly. Then it's not bad at all. And especially wing massacre missions, if you share them between each other when you hand them in, can be very profitable. Otherwise, we talked about it at the beginning of the live stream, so you can either scrub back to the almost the very beginning, or get the VOD later. I don't want to go over the whole thing again, but yeah, we already talked about the whole thing. Main takeaway point is that, to my knowledge, nobody got any keys at that point, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I think it's a misconception that's come out of this, that some seem to think that everybody got keys, but that's not the case. Where is the base? There is trophy camp. If our star changed to a blue-white star, would our viewing of light and color change? No, but if our sun were a blue or white star, first of all, life probably wouldn't have been created in a system like that to start with. At least not life as we know it. And secondly, the visible spectrum would probably be shifted closer to the natural bandwidth of that star, if that makes sense. Which of the mining is best for credit making? It's either laser mining platinum or running a painite map in a hash rest zone, I think. No, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying the visible spectrum would be the same. I'm saying life that evolves in a system with a bluer star, you would expect that the visible spectrum for life evolving in that system would be different. Our visible spectrum as humans wouldn't change, of course. But if life evolved in a system with a blue star, you would expect that species of light's visible spectrum to be different than the human visible spectrum.
Docking permission authorized. You may proceed to landing pad 05.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay, let's get this thing down. Yeah, that's right. Even on our planet, where they have the same conditions, species see different kinds of light. But it also depends on the atmosphere, because you would expect plant and animal life to be, at least plant life, you would expect that to be susceptible, or very susceptible to a light bandwidth that is like not blocked by the atmosphere. Like a lot of the, like, if you go into to like UV in that area is blocked by the atmosphere, and therefore it's probably don't see, I don't know. But this is of course guesswork. I mean, we don't know of life that has evolved anywhere else than on our planet, so it is based on guesswork, and nobody can give you more than guesswork. Overcharged autoloader on the big ones, and the two smaller ones are overcharged corrosive shell. Yes. So this one overcharged with incendiary round. We're gonna swap that over to autoloader. Done. Oh, right, we did the shields, right? And now we've done that one. So color that green, and we just need the two smaller multi-cannons. Get those fixed up. Check we have the materials. We do. Is this FA off? No, I'm flying FA on. Yes, emitter. Oh, about to drop my engineering there. Joystick curves helps a lot. Let's just, come on. Show, there we go. You're welcome. Have I ever considered doing an astronomy stream or video using? So I have done, the closest I've done I think is exploration streams. I have done some I did one video like a while back, like the science of Elite, where I look into some of the things that Elite gets right and some of the things that they get wrong scientifically. Corrosive shell, there we go. But the problem is I don't know how to frame that. I was considering at some point to say what would happen if we just took a lot of screenshots and then ran those screenshots through a one of those like stacking programs that we use. But then I realized it's not going to do any difference because it's going to be the same picture. There's no random noise in the pictures from in game, so that doesn't make any sense to try and do. Yes, Dongle, absolutely. I'm just gonna quickly go and finish this thing up here. Then we can do it on the way back to the. Oh, we got to SecretLab first. I'm not going North Star just yet. The scope is a Mead EXT 125, I think the PE version, if I recall correctly. Unfortunately, with worn down gears, so the tracking is a bit off. Well, it's very much off, to be honest. So yeah, it either needs fixing or replacing. Okay. So that was the last engineering. So now we're heading back to Shinrata, where we started today, to get, luckily it's not that far, to get rid of these modules we don't need, get the thing ready to go. Then we're gonna go to the North Star. We're gonna get this thing jumped out to the egg, and fixing on stream. Oh, that's gonna be a bad idea. And then we're gonna do some mining, see if this thing works, which I really hope it does. Did you get experimental effects? I'm pretty sure I did. But before we leave, let's just verify it. There we go, that's the multi-cannons. The two smaller ones. Yeah, that one has corrosive effect on it. And this one also has corrosive effect, so that we're fine. And the bigger multi-cannon is further up the list. Is there. We did put it on that one. So this one should be autoloader. Yes. So we did get the experimental effects. We good?
Frameshift drive charging.
Why do I have two corrosive shells? So for a long time on the Corvette, on my cucumber build, I would be running one corrosive and one emission, just because, well, there is no point in two corrosive. But what I realized was that the hard points out on the front, those sitting out there, do not have a super good coverage in towards the center. They can point in towards the middle, but they, like the one on the right side, it doesn't turn in very far. And similarly, this one doesn't turn in very far either, because of the way they're placed. So by having two corrosive out there, it just gives me more coverage so that I can always hit with one of them. So it's just to get better hardpoint coverage, baby. Little Tweeter said, just want to say it's been great and helped me a lot. You're very welcome. And we have Vega Tech says, keep up the good work. Longitude, latitude video helped out a lot. You're very welcome. We have Steven that says, do you still play in VR? Not that much. The sensors are there, and you can see the headset, or you can't see it now, but the headset is on the shelf behind me. But I must admit, I don't get into VR that often anymore. And lately it's mainly just been monitor. And it's just because most of the time when I am playing, it's often, you know, go and like check something out, and it's, first of all, recording in VR is no good. It doesn't make for, at least not if you do instructional videos, it doesn't make for good instructional videos in VR. Because if you want people to focus on a piece of UI and your head is like all over the place, and again, face cams and VR, yeah, it can work on a live stream, but in an instructional video when I'm trying to explain something to people, I don't think putting a VR headset on my face works. So if I were to play VR, it would have to be the time I spend off camera. But since most of that time is spent researching stuff for videos, like running around, testing builds, going out, doing some test mining, that kind of thing. In those situations, I would often have a notepad open somewhere where I can just, you know, scribble down notes as I come across, say, oh, I need to look into this, or this really worked, or this didn't work at all. And again, doing that in VR it's just more cumbersome. So, no, I don't play that much VR anymore, as I used to. But I agree, people are writing that some people can't play without, and I definitely understand that. I love to play in VR, but the time when I actually sit down and just say, you know what, I mean, the last couple of days I've been running massacre missions, and I could have put the VR headset on because it was just for the faction. I didn't do it for videos, didn't do it for any research, so I could easily just have done it there. But yeah. Could have, should have, didn't, I guess. Ah, come on, I thought I could slow down in time. I was a little too early on the throttle there. Now we should be in the blue all the way in. There we go. We're gonna be mining, JSB asked, we're gonna be mining low temperature diamonds from subsurface deposits. Hopefully.
Access authorized. Cleared for landing on pad 40.
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
300 meters from touchdown.
Here we go. Let's get this thing.
Confirmed contact. Engaging docking restraints. Greetings, Commander.
Yeah, people also mentioned Toby for like Soto VR. And for the exact same reason, Toby is probably not going to be the best solution for for a live stream. I'm gonna give you a like what Toby would be like if we were playing with that. So every time I looked over on chat, the camera would do like that, and then I would look back, and then I would look at chat, and I would sit here and I would try to be flying, and then we're looking back and we're looking at chat, and now we're of course in here, so that wouldn't work. But you get my point. So let's get rid of this. Let's get those cargo racks back in there. There we go. It's ready, boys. Now, how many jumps do I now have to my fleet carrier? 2 jumps and 6,000 light seconds of super cruise. Let's launch and then begin to as we're getting out of the station, I'm gonna be looking at getting a jump set in. I think I can make that in 12 minutes. 2 jumps and 6,000 light seconds. It should be done doable in 12 minutes. I think. I just want to get out of the station first.
Detachment complete. You are go for departure.
No, don't drop the fighter. I need Howard. Woohoo! Okay, let's get this fleet carrier jumping.
Be on the lookout for heavy traffic. Steer clear of other vehicles.
Heavy traffic. I am heavy traffic. So we're right there. It's probably pretty crowded in here, I could imagine. Look at that fleet carrier curtain. Wonder if any of these moons has room. I actually want to beef a little bit further out if it's at all possible. So would there be room around that moon there? No free slots. No free slots. Nope. So that's full. Okay, there should be room out here then. Can I get around that moon there? Nope. Does this system even have any free slots at all? It does not, I think. Nope, it's full. That system is full too. Jesus Christ. There we go. Yeah. We have to park next door. Bubble in a nutshell. We're not even in the bottle. We're like 300 light years away from the soul. No, the upkeep cost for carriers is not that bad. Oh, cool, that was a little progress. I think I pay 24 something, 25 a week, something like that. It's closer to $1 billion a year, I think, in upkeep cost. Is that right? 50, 2.5. Ah, does that make sense? Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, guess what? There's a fleet. You're right, Dongle. You could if you're in... Oh, I'm going to do the midstream thing. There is on the commander's toolbox, there is a fleet carrier calculator. Where you can go in and you just say what modules you have. Maybe you have shipyard outfitting and like that. I think that's the outfit on the North Star. And then you can see here what your weekly upkeep is, what is your yearly upkeep, that kind of thing. Then plus you gotta have some upkeep for if you're planning to do number of jumps per week. Like let's say I do, I don't know, 5 jumps every week. Then you can see here, then calculates that. It doesn't calculate fuel cost, of course, so that you have to add yourself. But then just pure upkeep like 1.2 billion credits a year, which is not too bad, to be honest. Now, I promised Dunkel I'll do the midstream thing, but we haven't done that yet, so let's better do the midstream thing. Now, remember that if we can reach 407, so 407 likes on this live stream on YouTube, I will set up a discount code for you guys on the merch store, where you can get 10% off all merchandise. And these codes, as always, they last until the end of the live stream. Once the live stream is over, code's gonna be gone. So, if you haven't liked the live stream already, I would really appreciate if you would. You can of course find links for the merch store in the chat, and it is at d2eastore.com, where you can get yourself t-shirt, hoodies, mugs, like the North Star one I'm using today. There's also a Remember Your Olympics mug, so you never forget your Olympics again, and other cool stuff. Go and check that out. Also, if you want to support the challenge, you gotta do that through one-time donations at tip.d2ea.com or on a recurrent basis on Patreon at patreon.d2ea.com. And of course, Patreons, they get a permanent discount in the merch store. So not just doing live streams, but whenever they want, they get a discount. And then of course, if you want to join the channel's community, you can find that on Discord, and the link for that is discord.d2ea.com. Did I forget anything? I think I got around most of it. And now I just need to reach my fleet carrier before it jumps without me, so I don't have to run after it, because I really don't want to do that. Because this thing is not meant for jumping. Thank you, Petro. Petro? I hope that's how I pronounce it. Fastest way to get a fleet carrier. Find whatever activity you find fun that can create a decent amount of money. Run passion missions, mine. Get some massacre missions. Yeah. It's just a money grind. We have one in on Twitch says, just bought this game for $70 US. I've done little to no research on this game. Well, welcome to the black. I hope you'll enjoy it. But it's actually it's interesting with the money making. I mean, yes, you have the massacre missions, which does pay a lot of money at the moment. But all the other activities, most other activities, are close to and around 100 million an hour, which is pretty good. And I actually think Frontier did a pretty good job of rebalancing it during the last balancing pass. I hope we're gonna see them taking a crack at something like trading, taking a crack at exploration, getting that balanced out a little bit so that that becomes more in line with what we have in the other activities. But so far, I think they actually got... It's okay. Robert there shouting at people in chat, like the stream. And there is the North Star. Beautiful, beautiful thing.
You're welcome at this carrier, Commander. Let us know if you're looking to dock.
Let us know.
This carrier is scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any remaining business in the system prior to departure. Access granted.
It would be great. 36 to go. That's really close. Could we get that just while we're docking here? Because then we could use the time to set up codes while they're waiting for the jump anyway. I just need to be on the pad before they lock down. I should have time. I always overshoot. Every time I overshoot. There we go. We are locked down. Let's just go and check our titles.
Contact confirmed. Ship is secure. Welcome, Commander.
And we're at 5 minutes to lockdown. Perfect. Yeah, the carrier crew still treats you like you're a random visitor. Like, they could have made a few voice lines to that were unique to the owner. I think that would have been nice. You should have a mock saying "Don't overshoot." Problem is, if I have to have a mock for every mistake I make in Elite, I'm gonna be there's gonna be mocks everywhere. Yeah, exactly. Seattle says just one voice line that like "Welcome home, Commander," or something that stands out that says yes, you are the owner of the fleet carrier. It would only have to be 1 or 2 voice lines they could alter between, I think. I like someone's suggestion over on Twitch. Hello, Captain. Wanted to talk to you about pay raise later, if you have the time. Yeah, okay, we can do it now. Let's do it now because we're gonna do this anyway when we get there. Before we forget. Let's fill this thing up with limpets. Or maybe not fill it up. I'm probably not gonna do a full cargo, so that should probably be fine. And we're also gonna check, is Howard on board? Howard is on board, so that's fine. So we're ready to go. Is it true there are a few stations that only fleet carriers can reach? Yes, there is. There is at least one that I know of. Do you think FDev underestimated the amount of people who would get fleet carriers and the impact it would have on the... I don't necessarily think so. I think Frontier was very much aware that with the way that fleet carriers were, that there would be a lot of them. Because if you look at it in the beginning, fleet carriers, during the beta period when they were being tested, fleet carriers were really, really expensive. And I think that is because Frontier wanted fleet carriers to be something rare. Something that wasn't just in every single system you go into. But there was such a big, such a large amount of feedback from the community saying, this is too expensive. This is gonna be for the top 1% of players only. Yeah, exactly. A bit like the EVE Online Titan. Something that, where like you go and tell your friends, I saw a fleet carrier yesterday. I think that was kind of the feeling they were aiming for. But there was such a big amount of feedback from the communities that said this is too expensive. There's going to be too few people using them. Why do you even bother spending so much time on a feature that so few people are going to use anyway? And Frontier listened and said, okay, they're going to rebalance it. And I think they ended up rebalancing it knowing that they would be, that fleet carriers would be different than maybe what they had in mind. And I think they just had to come to the realization that there was just, that the community wanted something different than what they maybe had in mind. And this is why we are where we are today, where there are thousands of them. They're everywhere. I mean, you can barely find a system in the bubble where there's not at least one fleet carrier parked. The cost in beta was the same, was still 5 billion, but the upkeep cost was a lot higher. Like, we were talking, I think, was it $1 billion a month, almost? So like 12 billion a year? I think, I can't remember the exact numbers, so don't quote me on this. But it was, like, the upkeep was very, very expensive. And that means that while a lot of players would probably be able to buy it, not a lot of people would be able to maintain a fleet carrier. Oh, there's the honk. I might remember those numbers wrong. It might have been even higher, but they were very, very expensive to maintain during the beta period. Do they make money? Not on their own. You have to work for it. I use fleet carriers as a secondary money maker. Like going out mining, it's super nice to have a fleet carrier. You can just dump it on the fleet carrier, you don't have to go and sell right away. But of course you can use it as a trade platform. You have access to your own market where you can set up buy and sell orders. So yeah, you can make money with a fleet carrier. But if you're planning to make your fleet carrier self-sustainable, keep in mind that you have to invest some time in it. And without having tested it, I think you actually are better off spending that time just going out, like doing combat, doing mining, that kind of thing instead, to get the credits. Yeah, that's right. The original idea with fleet carriers was that it was going to be a squadron only thing, so that you could own a fleet carrier as part of a squadron. But then again, people said, no, why? I want a fleet carrier. And if they don't have any if they don't play in a squadron, if they play on their own, are they then going to be, well, not allowed to have a fleet carrier? So yeah, again, this was also due to community feedback that Frontier decided to make the fleet carrier a personal thing rather than a squadron-owned thing. Yeah, absolutely. If you play daily, I would definitely say fleet carriers, yes, it's worth it. And just the fact that I can have all my ships parked in one spot, and if I want to go mining, I just jump my fleet carriers to where I'm going to go mining, and I have all my ships. I don't need to worry about jump ranges, I don't need to worry about all that. Yeah, maybe they got it. That would actually be nice if they added a smaller fleet carrier that would only hold, like, yeah, 5 ships or something. Like, a smaller capacity, something like that. I think that would be nice.
Counting down to jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, we're on Twitch. But yeah, like, let's say they made a fleet carrier. Like, you can have, let's say 5, maybe 10. Like, let's say like basically a quarter of a fleet carrier, right? You have one large landing pad, then you have, let's say, 2 mediums and 2 small landing pads on it. You can only have up to 10 ships on it instead of 40. It costs 1 billion instead of 5, and the upkeep, instead of being, let's say, fully fitted, let's say instead of being 25 or 24, 25 mil a week, then maybe it was 5 mil a week or 10 mil a week, something along those lines. Like, basically it's a smaller fleet carrier for the people who are like, I just need something for myself. I don't need it as for a big community. I just need a small carrier that I can store my ships on, that I can jump around. Then they could maybe even give it either longer or shorter jump range to balance it out. I don't know. Anyway, we are here. We have limpets. I have not set up my fire groups, have I? What is this fire group? collector. This is a weird group. You go away. Subsurface there. Collector. Prospector there. And then this group. Oh, hold on. I only need one subsurface missile. Detailed surface scanner. Yeah, you can. You know what? We're gonna make your group in a second. This group is gonna be beams and multi-cannons. This is gonna be PPU. And we're just gonna, for good measure, make one with it, not the composition scanner, but with the detailed surface scanner, so we can scan the ring in case we need to. That should do it. There we go.
All the very best.
Absolutely, truly, thanks a lot for the €5 donation, and thank you very much for the kind message. Okay, we're ready to go. I mean, if they're making different fleet carriers, they might as well maybe make one with that just has like less range. So it's designed basically just for like if you want something just to stay in the bubble, so not as much range, but that's just cheaper to maintain. Or maybe make an even bigger one that's designed for really, really long range trips. So it's going to be super expensive, but it can jump from here to Colonia in no time. Or something. I don't know. I don't know how they could make all kinds of combinations of size and jump range and upkeep cost and buy cost, and they could balance all those things as they see fit. But more options in terms of fleet carriers would be nice.
Watch your six, Commander.
I didn't put my pulse rate analyzer in the fire group. That's a very good point. I probably should. We're 6 likes away, guys. Are there 6 people in chat who has not liked the live stream yet? Then please go down and do it. You help the other people in chat who are maybe interested in getting some merchandise, and more importantly, at least for me, you help the live stream a lot. YouTube algorithms absolutely loves likes doing live streams, so it really helps out a lot. But rather than just flying here, just quickly fix those fire groups where you're right, because I actually did. Let's just clear this group here again. Actually, let's just clear all our fire groups and remake them. So I'm gonna make one with a detailed surface scanner there and a pulse wave analyzer there. Then we're gonna make one with collectors. No, you know what? I need a prospector in that one. There. So collectors and that one. Get rid of the weapons. Like so. Okay, so we have prospector and pulse wave. Then we have subsurface and collectors. That's just a mining group. And then we need the combat group. Like so. And then we need the detailed service scanner. We're gonna make that as ad hoc as we need it. Oh, we reached the goal. Okay, so yes, code suggestions in chat. You guys are already way ahead of me. We need good suggestions for codes in the chat. Battle Mind, we have My Egg. LTD has been suggested over on Twitch. Robert, I miss Carlos. Bunny Miner. Egg Return. Praise the Limpets. Excellent. I think we have something egg related. Corvette. Oh, if it was a core hunting ship, would have been great, wouldn't it? Tiny carrier. I actually like tiny carrier. D2 Boran. Forgot Muck. It's a trap. Balls. I'm not gonna go with that. Arthur, thanks a lot for becoming a Patreon. Overshot Corvette. Okay, we have this one Corvette show up so many times. Even though we're not gonna go core mining, we're gonna go with Corvette. Just because I think I've been seeing this show up multiple times now. Let me just quickly. I think I actually was, for once, slightly prepared. I was. Haha. This is the stream discount. We're gonna go and we're gonna use the discount code CORVETTE. I could spell, that would be great. And it's gonna be a 10% discount on all orders. And it expires after the live stream, like so. So we're gonna save that and verify that it's active. It is. So that means if you go to d2eastore.com and you use the offer code Corvette, as both posted by me and by Dunkalora, you will now get 10% off any order in the store. So we're gonna take this Corvette and we're gonna go not core mining with it. Detail service scanner. Right. No. Where is it? Subsurface. Beam. Displacement. Surface scanner. This should be the right planet if I recall correctly. Oh yeah. There we go. Hey Shin, we have decided on a code. It is Corvette. So core like in core deposit and vet like in Corvette. And drop into the ring. So I know there's been some people who've been having issues to locate it, the new egg. So I'm actually quite interested because it's been a while since I've been out here, at least a week or two. At least a week, I think, since it was here last. So let's see if I can find it again. Hello, Cyber. Okay. We are at the center. So, let me see if I remember this correctly. I'm going to verify the position of the local star. Local star is in fact above me. It's over there. I'm going to lock the local planet. And we're going to begin to move ourselves out. of the mass lock. And crash into an asteroid while we do so. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at those shields. Lovely. Are we up the mass lock yet? Nope, not yet. Come on. There we go. So we are sitting up here now, clear of the mass lock. We're gonna target that zone. And then I'm going to be pointing this exactly there. And then retarget that zone. Charge my FSD.
Ready to engage. 3, 2,
And we're gonna aim for 690 kilometers. Oh, I did overshoot that quite badly, didn't I? Okay, I might have overshot it too far, but let's try to go back and see if we are lucky. Look at that. The difference between boosting and non-boosting is basically non-existent in this ship. So we have around 60 kilometers, 60, that's 3 minutes of flying. There's a good chance that I overshot it too far. I'm gonna drift off course, but I'm trying to be basically flying straight towards that zone there. Yeah, but just because I can, I'm gonna keep boosting. Thank you, Shen. I hope you're gonna like it. Yeah, I think I overshot it a little bit too much, so we'll see how far off course I managed to drift. But, oh. There's a destroyed core deposit there. Okay, we're almost there. We should be 25 kilometers away now. Still a little bit too far to be able to actually see it on the pulse wave. But I'm gonna begin going down closer to the asteroids. Am I worried about stream sniping at all? Not when you're playing in solo. For that exact reason I stay in solo. For some reason, Frontier's never taken a hard stand on stream sniping. I still don't see it. I might have misjudged it. Here we go. I don't think that's it. And it fits with the distance. Just try to prospect it, but I don't, that doesn't look right. Doesn't look eggy enough.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Nope.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet engaged.
Okay, so I did manage to miss it quite a bit, and I drifted off course now. So I'm gonna try to see if I can spot it anyway. And there's something over there that could be it. What else do we have in this vicinity? What do we have out in that direction? There's also a few candidates in here. I'm just gonna go and check these rocks over here. Because they seem like they could kind of be the right distance. Or maybe not actually, to be a little bit further out from that hotspot. Otherwise, I will have to go back and try again, see if I can get a little bit better on my drop here. You can see this is 90. This seems to be a little bit too close, maybe. Yeah, I think we're gonna be closer to the planet. This one is not spinning fast enough. It is a fast spinning. It's the right shape.
Prospector limpet engaged.
But that's not it. Let's go towards the planet instead.
Asteroid scan complete.
And it's just for good measures. Keep that thing targeted. So that we know we're kind of keeping the right distance. Oh, is that over there maybe? That one there looks quite promising. Yeah, it's fast, and there's this other rock close by. I think that's it. I think that's the egg.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
Here we go. Egg confirmed. Okay. In that case, let's get to mining.
Cargo skill.
Let's see what this thing can do. We're gonna go 4 pips to systems. And as always, when I start mining, I'm gonna be missing the first few shots here because... Oh, right. There we go. I just need to get into the swing of things again. Yeah, that's a miss there. Need to get back into the rhythm again. Just gonna see if there's any ones. There was one there. That one is depleted.
Collector limpet expired.
Gonna miss all the 3, go straight for that one. There we go. Gotta go for the 2. There we go. And we have just one more. This is not a very profitable egg this time around. And that deposit is depleted. Just give the limpets some time to collect these fragments here before we begin to create more. There we go. No valid targets. See, we got some 1s here further out down the line. Lots of 2s, lots of 2s. There was a 1, but the rest is just 2, so let's just go for that. And we got 6 drills on this one, that's better. And just keep orbiting around the rock, keeping an eye on that deposit. That should deplete it. There we go. While the limpets do their thing. We should have one more deposit, but again, lots and lots of low temps are flying around in space, so just give the limpets some time to do their thing. There we go. You know what I should do with this group? I should also put... I can't put them in secondary as well. Oh well. I want to have them both in primary and secondary. Look at those big fragments. Hey, didn't I put a paint job on this? I think I did. Okay. Limpets are done. Let's go and mine the last deposit. Okay, 3s, go for 2s. Oh, missed a 2. Perfect. Gotta go for it again. A little bit better. I'm just gonna see if we have some 1s further down the line here. Nope, we got nothing down there. Okay. That was just empty space. That was really unfortunate. And... whoop. That missed. Okay. Last drill. Let's make it count. There we go. So we were a little bit unlucky with our deposits on this one. For some reason, the first rock, it's like pancakes. The first one's never good. But we'll just make a new one. This is the so mining wise, I like the maneuverability. It's definitely better than the cutter. It's way more fun to fly around. The hardpoint placement is okay. In case you're wondering, the hardpoints are located out here on the side. So they're there on either side, and I'm just using one at the moment. But now comes the real test. That is, how does this thing perform as a combat ship? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna exit to main menu. We're gonna jump back in. And we're gonna look for the egg again. Is it that one? Or is it that one? I think it's that one. And as always, we are going to wait with doing anything with the pirates until we have confirmed we located the egg. We don't want to move around until we have the egg relocated. So that is it. Now we can turn and face the pirates. So we're gonna go to combat mode. We're gonna get into our combat loadout. Now this pirate is scanning us, so he's probably gonna figure out in a second that he just found himself a very juicy anaconda. Or we're just not gonna wait and just kill him. This is just an expert. Oh, right, I should have Howard out as well. Go, Howard! Kill him! Kill him, Howard! Oh, he's running away. Well, I'll let him run. Oh, but there's another one. What do we have here? A novice cobra. Oh, poor thing. Okay, Howard, you can come back.
Returning the ship for recovery, Commander.
Yes, you can come back now, Howard. Oh, he's far away. Okay, well, while Howard is doing that, we're gonna go and mine. That was not really a test. It was 2 low-skilled cobras. We're gonna hopefully get a better test of this to see its proper capabilities. But let's jump back into that and then find our mining group. Yes, there will be a build link. Give me a second. I'm just gonna do this rock and then I will be sure to get you guys a build link. But I want to make sure we get some more capable resistance than a few cobras. So, cargo, and let's go. I'm trying to move my pips around. Hold on. I need to have pips and engines. There we go. That miss? Yeah, that missed. Oops, overshot that one. Again, always when you start, it's never pretty. Limpets dying left and right. We got 8 out of this one. That's also good. Okay. Once again, giving the limpets a little bit of time to catch up. That's one of the problems. There was a lot of limpets dying this time around. I think maybe I should try to chase the rocks upwards rather than downwards. I think maybe because I'm moving down, the limpets are coming up, that I'm moving down into the limpets, that's what's killing them. I'm not sure if it's that or if it's the rock.
Fighter is secure. Clear to shut down telepresence.
Or maybe it was because Howard was flying around trying to dock as well, and I had the fighter hangar open. We'll see. Let's try the next one, use the same tactic, and see if that makes any difference, the fighter being jocked. Just in case you're wondering in terms of inventory-wise, we're up to 60 tons of low temp so far. How do you know when the target is depleted? So, if I target this subsurface deposit here, notice it has a health bar, just as ship has. Right now it's at 100%. every time I detonate a drill inside the deposit, it takes damage. And when that damage drops to 0... Yeah, that's right, I can leave Howard outside all the time. That should work too. Once the deposit drops to 0, it's depleted. So you can see here, let's just do one test here. I fired a drill, I wait for a group, like that one. Okay, I missed, but it still takes damage. You can see now it's down to 88. So I can then see, okay. Oh, there's a 1 group there. See if I can get that. I could. We can go again. There's that 2 there right in the beginning. Kind of want to see if I can get that, just because it would be fun. I could. So you see now we're down to 25%, and I've been shooting out 6 missiles into it so far, so I know that I could get 8 out of this in total, and there's 2 of them left. Does this do well in rest site? You don't get any bonuses to this from rest site as far as I know. Though I'm not 100% sure, but to my knowledge, this doesn't get any bonuses from rest sites. So let's just get the last 2 missiles off in this one. Gotta skip that 2. Oh, there's a 1. Perfect. I'm gonna skip the 2 again. There's a second 2 further down the line. We're gonna go for that unless we spot a 1 further down. Then we're gonna go for the 1. We'll skip that. Ah, I waited too long. I just wanted to see if we got some 1 groups, but got greedy and waited too long. Oh, there's a 1. Go for that. Oh, that one bounced. That's the annoying deposit. That's like... Oh, if we bounce that one in, that works too. So Olympus are definitely not dying as much as they were before. Okay, and then 1 died, of course. I think it may have something to do with my me moving around. And this is the last one here. Last deposit. Oh, 1 right at the beginning. That's nice. This is also a very fast one. And we only got 3 on this, so... oh, that missed. Okay. Okay, that's all we got from this. Yeah, I think I hit them, and that's why they're dying. So what I should probably try to do is actually move upwards, and instead of chasing downwards after it, then chase upwards after it. I'll try that on the next one, but hopefully we're gonna do another relock, and we're hopefully gonna get some more difficult enemies next time. And we're just gonna try to verify the fighter trick, so get the fighter out again. And we should be able to log out and log back in with the fighter still being here. Just give the limpet some time to come back with the last fragments. Yeah, we're up to 107, that's not too bad. No valid targets. Before we log in, I promised you guys a a ship built. Hold on. I need to do it on the other PC because otherwise I can't copy paste it into the chat. Give me a second here. There's a build. Let's make a shortened link. Push the like record. Are we that close? No, there's no way. Oh wow, okay, we're actually over 500. 505. I mean, like record was 900 and something. 937, I think. So we're still like 400 likes away. So that would mean that if, assuming that there are 400 people in chat right now who has not liked. See, Fido's still there. Very nice. Hello, Howard. I think I can actually spot it. It's this one right here. I don't even have to pulse wave it. Okay, 936 was the record. Great. Are we really that lucky that there's just no NPC spawning? The main thing I wanted to test was its combat capabilities, and all we're getting is tiny cobras and nothing. But okay, I'll mine this one as well. More pips, just do like that's good. Okay, cargo holds. Now we have our pips. Let's go, and that's mine. Oh yeah, and I should try to chase it upwards instead of downwards. See if I can do that instead. Oh, ship scan detected. Here we go. Okay, pirates were just delayed. What do we have this time around then? A courier, a diamondback, and another diamondback. It's not exactly a challenge, but it's a little bit more than last time. They're harmless and novices, so... Let's see. They're gonna attack? Yeah, they are. Howard! Kill him! Kill him, Howard! Okay, Howard, you got the rest of that, that diamondback, right? I'll deal with something else in the meantime. There's a courier. Looks like... Howard, are you not done with him yet? Okay, I'll deal with this one in the meantime. Hey! No. Howard, did you kill him? Howard?
Scanner showing a frame ship charge, Commander. Let's stop him before it's too late.
Yes, that's your job. Kill him, Howard. Kill him! Gotta see if Howard kills him. I can't get my camera all the way out there, I think. I think that's too far. I saw a flame shift drive. Saw someone jump. I can see the trail from Howard there coming back. Oh well. I have a camera tutorial. If you go and look up, I'm pretty sure you can find it. It's SOE'd pretty well. Okay, let's go back and mine now that the pirates are gone. Oh, there's a deposit right there. Let's just go for that. I know we started on another deposit, but it doesn't matter. And I should begin to move upwards and not downwards when I'm chasing. Or maybe sideways is better. Let's try sideways. Sideways is fun. Hey, Howard. Oh, there's a one. There's a one group. Let's go for it. And release. Don't want those big groups. Is it just me, or is that like the first 3 groups? Look at the little graph. Is those first 3 groups a little suggestive, or is that just me? Does it kind of look like something to you, or is it just me? Those groups out there toward the end is difficult because you have very little reaction time to get them. Just a dirty mind? Okay. Hold on, let's just finish this deposit and we'll read chat. And it's right on the slope as well. No, I know it's from 2017, but the camera suite hasn't changed much since 17, to be honest. I think my limpets are still dying as much as they were before. But again, it doesn't really matter if we lose a lot of limpets, because these fragments contain so much diamond that if each limpet can just carry back 1 fragment, then we're pretty much good. You almost get a full ton out of each fragment. I don't know if I'm losing fuel inputs now that I'm moving sideways. It seems not. Jesus, there's a lot in this group here, isn't there? Skip the 4. Take that 1. We're down to 11. There we go. So there's some problems with the egg on console. I think it may not be. You might have to find another egg on console. Obviously, I can't test it on console, but I also know that some people have issues on PC. And again, you need to be accurate, very accurate with your flying. I overshot it quite badly doing the trip here, and I had to go a few kilometers to the side in order to find it. Okay, give the limpet some time to catch up again. Where we at in terms of tonnage? Almost 150 tons so far. You can see when last time I checked, I had 270 tons of cargo. I'm up to 290. So we are getting, even though our limpets are dying quite a bit, we are getting a net plus in terms of cargo. As more limpets decide to kill themselves and die. And there's another one. Anyway, let's keep mining. Oh, that's a very speedy start on this one. And there's also a lot of steep gradients here, making this quite a difficult deposit to mine. It's not really whether it's fast or slow, it's those speed changes that cheat you. That's the one that's difficult. But I spotted another one group, I'm gonna go for that. Go for that too. Give them a little bit of time to catch up again before we take the last 3. We still have 3 left in this one. Jesus. But if someone, I saw at least a few people here on PlayStation. If you find it on PlayStation, by all means, make a guide. Write, just take some screenshots. Say, go here, point this way, fly that way, and post it somewhere. And we might even get it on Commander's Toolbox if there's some interest for it, so we can have egg locations and egg guides on the Commander's Toolbox, just like we have mining maps. Which reminds me, I actually got a map. Somebody sent me a map like weeks ago, and I haven't gotten around to putting it on the toolbox yet. I need to get that up and running as well. Okay, I'm gonna skip that 3 group, see if we get some more 2s here further. And there's at least another 2 group down there. It's gonna be a difficult one because it's so close to the end. It's always more difficult when you get close to the end. Because you have less reaction time. To kind of judge the speed that it's coming at. I missed 1, but that's fine. I'm gonna give it another go. Much better. You should post the video. Yep. So the whole point of this video, live stream today, was to finish this build and test it. And that's what we're doing now. We're testing it, and the build guide will be coming out. I'm fast tracking the video for this build, so hopefully I can get it out before the Odyssey Alpha. That means this week. So I'll probably be sitting down and recording this video like tomorrow maybe. And I'm not being super effective with my mining right now. I'm basically just, yeah. Because this part of the mining, I know it works. It's more maneuverable than the cutter. It's a way better ship, and I really like the maneuverability. Everything about it is really nice. What I still want to test is its combat capabilities. So I want to have some more difficult wing spawn. So I think actually when we're done with the rock here, since we've seen it mine now, we kind of tested that part of it. Any 1 groups? Yeah, that's 1. I think what I'll do after this is just do a few relogs and see what kind of pirates spawn in. Just so we can begin to test the combat capability of the ship. Instead of just the mining. Because we've seen it mine, we know that it can do it. We're gonna get up to like, I don't know, 200 tons maybe? Close. Maybe not quite 200 tons. At least 190 and a little bit maybe. There's 290. You saw that? That went from 188 to 190, so that was more than a ton in that fragment. Let's see here. 34%. Okay, so it almost had a ton in that one. Not quite, but close. Okay, so let's just do a few relogs and let's try to test the combat capabilities of this. So let's get us over and get it into combat mode instead. And then let's just do a few relogs and then try to kill some NPCs. And hopefully get something that's not novice. I mean, when I was testing it last time, I got really difficult NPCs. What do we have? Courier? Really? That's what you're throwing at me? A harmless courier? Finish him, Howard. Well, that was easy. Again, one ship coming in. Oh, that looks like a... Is that a gunship or drop ship? Assault ship, something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. And I know normally I would go and scan the egg first so I knew where it was and I'm not gonna lose it and stuff like that, but don't worry. Is he going mining? Hello, can you come back here? Oh, it's a Type 7. Okay. Just those wings kind of look like a combat ship. Yeah, it looks like a miner was a mining Type 7. I'm not gonna kill a pure mining Type 7. Don't kill miners. Come on. Give me something like a proper wing of actual NPCs that will hurt you. Okay, got a single ship again. It's another mining ship. It's another mining Type 7. I mean, it's a lawless system, so we could kill him, but there's no reason to. What about now? Come on. Pirates. Juicy, juicy Corvette full of diamonds. There's nothing here. Yeah, we could go, but there's no rest sites out here. That's the problem. I don't think there is, at least. No. Just filled of fleet carriers. Ah. See, it's just hotspots. We need to jump back to the bubble, and I don't want to do that. Oh, there's a wing. Small ships again. Yeah, last time, like last live stream, last week, it was just difficult pirate after difficult pirate. Where's the next one? This one here. Let's go for him. Oh, maybe put some pips into weapons. Come on, Howard. You can do better than that. I mean, he's 2.5 away. My beam laser is not going to do much. What is that other thing there? It's also quite far away. Oh, 2%. I thought I could get him on a flyby. No, don't run. Come back. Hey, and Howard got the other one. Good job, Howard. See, Howard actually got a promotion. He's now dangerous. Ooh, dangerous Howard. His shooting doesn't really tell. He still misses a lot. Yeah, where is there a proper pirate when I need one? I just want an actual difficult wing of NPCs that would pose a bit of a threat. Thank you, Zach. Hope you're gonna like it. Yeah, it's a plasma repeater. It's funny with the fighter. You can see it if you go out to the external camera. You can see him out there. And if I lock that in, you can see here how he's trying to stay in the same position. Still nothing is spawning here.
Roger. On the way back now.
Get the fighter in. Just to see if that has anything to do with it. And fighter. I can't remember what paint job this is, to be honest. I think it's just a chrome paint job, but it does look like it has a green tint, doesn't it? Oh no, it's the aurora, like irradiant thing that changes color based on the angle you're viewing it at. That's right. And it has the ramming nose on it as well. Okay, I'm just gonna go and try a private group, see if that helps. Do I have to fully stop for your fighter? Not necessarily, but it helps a lot. They do have a difficult time actually docking if you're moving around too much. Yes, Dungle, I will. Okay, what can we do to try and trigger some NPCs here? Try to jump into the hotspot, maybe? Send off the hotspot, see if that helps. What am I even doing? I'm looking for here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Should be something in there.
4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. There's a pirate. Or a mining ship. Oh, they're multiple. Aha! Now we're talking. See, that's a mining ship. He's heading into the ring. So that's a guy 300 light years out from the bubble mining in a Sidewinder. Sure. I have multiple targets over here now. Much more like it. And again, a harmless Sidewinder's hardly gonna be a challenge. Oh, is that another mining ship? Yeah, that's another mining asp exploder. There was one other ship out here. That I saw. Mostly harmless Viper. I don't even want to deploy a fighter for that. I see all. Yeah. Not for long though. He's running again. He's faster than I am. So he's actually gonna get away. Yeah, he's outside my range. I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch him in time. Or maybe not.
Target destroyed.
Hello, Starfighter. Or Starfight? Flight. Starfall Flight. Sorry. Let's just try one more time. If we're not gonna get anything, what I will then do is I'll probably take it into the bubble and just drop it into a hazardous site, but that's not gonna be today because I don't wanna wait for the carrier jump. And we're just gonna go back towards that zone, see if we got anything spawning in this time. Dominic, yes I have. And again, empty instance it seems. Why can I never have this luck with my NPCs when I'm actually out here to mine and not to test the build? Just empty instance after empty instance and novels and harmless sidewinders and vipers and adders and eagles. Okay, one more go. No, I don't want to buy arcs. I want a board hop. Yeah, Murphy's Law, I guess. Okay, let's just try to sit. Just like, look, I'm a mining ship. Mining. I have all the diamonds. And I need a pirate. Hey Hawks, I'm testing a new mining build and trying to get some proper NPCs to spawn, but NPCs do not want to spawn. Well, the ones that spawn are only in eagles and adders and stuff like that. And it's not really the kind of test I want to do. Oh, there's something spawning here. Let's see what we have. Let me guess. It's a mining sidewinder again. It is a sidewinder, but it's not a mining sidewinder. That's competent. We have two ships. What's the other one? Oh, Crate Mark II. There's actually a little bit of firepower in that. I have 15 seconds to give my cargo. Look, dude, you're not going to be alive in 15 seconds. There we go. Bye-bye. Okay. So, okay, let's give the crate, Master Crate, that's the best we've seen so far. Let's just give the crate a little bit of time, 4 pips to shield. I'm gonna let him, let the timer run out. And I'm just gonna let him shoot at me for a bit. Oh, hello. Bug Rabbit, hello and welcome. Okay, there we go. Now let's just let him shoot at me for a little bit. Just to see how tanky this thing is. I should ideally be able to tank this for at least a minute, I would say. So let's just give him a minute. So until... yeah, I don't know. Let's give him a minute. I'm keeping an eye on the clock. I'm just going to move my camera here. There you go. So he started shooting at me about 5 seconds past. So I'm just going to let him shoot at me for at least a minute. I'll probably give him 2 because he's not really doing anything. You know what would be fun? I have a thing. What is fastest? Howard killing a Crate Mark II or the Crate Mark II killing me? I'm gonna send Howard after him. Nope, he's out turning to fight Howard instead. Go, Howard, go! Oh, Howard took some damage. I think his shields are still up. Oh, now he's shooting at me again. He has turrets. Get him, Howard! Get him! Go and get it from Howard's perspective here. No, I only have one fighter on board, Dungle. But my shields are recharging now. Oh, he got a good hit in on him there. Oh, I'm at the extreme range of my camera movement right now. And there goes the turrets. Come on, Howard, shoot him. I have bi-weaves, I think. No, regular shields, but with fast charge. So we have like a... You can see here our total recharge time is 12 minutes. That's 50%. Where do they go? There they are. Okay, this is not really testing my shields. I'm gonna call Howard back so that the crate begins to shoot at me again. Because I have a feeling... Yeah, so he's recharged his shields. Howard is almost dead. And my shield is fully recharged again. So... just gonna call Howard back and see if I can get the crate to shoot at me again.
I'm running without shields. Cover me, Commander.
He just fired missiles. Okay. Come on. Jesus is all over the place with those lasers. Yeah, I think Howard actually made it back. And I know it's just a single, it's a master level crate Mark II. It's nothing fancy. It's not the most difficult NPC in the world. But I'm pretty happy with the shield performances so far. I mean, it's taking some hits, and it seems to be fine. Now, let's see what happens if I actually fight back. Okay. You can go all the chaff you want. I can fire fixed weapons, that's okay. And you can go with shield cell banks. There goes his shields. I think that's okay. And again, I know if you're fighting a more difficult wing, it can take a little longer. But I think this is gonna be able... I think this is gonna be able to handle most of what's gonna be spawning in terms of wings. Did Discord just completely die everywhere? I don't think so. Discord seems fine to me. Okay, some people have it. Okay, well, let me see here. Oh! I see, Dongle now. That's an interesting test. Okay. Let's find them. Let's see if we can be lucky. And find a decent NPC. And then we're gonna go... And I'm gonna go into the fighter. And Howard is gonna stay in the Corvette. And then Howard is gonna fight the NPC in a Corvette. Let's give Howard a little bit more firepower. Where's the hotspot? There it is. Just give the shields a little bit of recharge. Oh, here we go. Oh. 3 ships. Eagle. Oh, come on. Harmless eagles and adders. Okay, fair enough. Are these actually mining ships? They are. It's a mining wing of eagles and adders. Oh well, it's one mining adder with 2 eagle supports. Yeah. God damn it. How's going to get the vet blown up? Well, if that's what's gonna happen, then that's what's gonna happen. We should maybe look at what the rebuy is before we do that. $16 million. We already got 1 ship spawning in. Sidewinder. There's another ship spawning in. Oh, there it is. And a Cobra. Okay, at least the Cobra is scanning me. Novice Cobra.
Go get him, Commander. I'll keep the mothership safe.
Let's see. Attack them, Howard.
Commander, I'm moving into attack now.
Howard, you have guns. Use the guns, Howard. There's another one, Howard. Go for him. Get him.
Understood. Focusing my fire on your target.
Get him, Howard. Yes. What are you shooting at, Howard? Come on. It's right there. Hit him. You have gimbaled weapons. There we go. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's just I just thought it was another wing that spawned in. Oh, he's trying to... Hold on.
Roger. We are go for fighter retrieval. Take her in, Commander.
Could you sit still, Howard? Stop moving. Stop moving. Howard, I'm going to fire you if you do not sit still with that stupid ship. No, don't move. Don't. Oh my God. Okay. Damn it, Howard.
I'll stay put, Commander. Just say the word if you want me to follow.
You shouldn't close it.
Initiating retrieval measures.
And you're sitting still now, Howard, okay? Okay, that didn't work. Maybe the ramp wasn't deployed.
Find a docking sequence.
Okay, there we go. Stupid NPCs. Friends, yeah, friends don't let friends let Howard drive the trip. God damn it, Howard. Let's try again. I'm pretty sure this constitutes a hostile work environment. Howard just got a pay raise. Look, he just got promoted to dangerous, which means that he now gets paid even more. Look, I paid Howard 238 million credits. What is he complaining about? He could buy his own Corvette. Okay, what do we have this time? Oh, mining ship. Okay, can we get something good this time? Yeah, gotta wonder how many newbies I could have hired for what I paid Howard. Right now we're just gonna see if we can get some more NPCs to spawn. I'm pretty much done with the testing. I have a good feeling that this is more than capable of handling anything. Yeah, if right, Hawks, if Howard gets space legs as well, then he can trip me every time I try to leave the ship. Okay, we got two ships up here, it seems. And it's not mining ships, because they're not just flying directly into the wing. One ship behind us as well. Oh, hold on, no, there they are. Maybe they are mining ships, they're already in the wing. Or in the thingy. Diamondback, that's a mining ship. Is that in the wing of two? Okay, so those mining ships. Those are in wings, yeah. And Eagle. But that may not be a mining ship. Asp Exploder. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's coming to scan me. For sure. A Master Asp Exploder. I'm just gonna move out of the ring to give Howard a little bit more room. Okay, Howard. Go!
Understood. Focusing my fire on
Go,
the
Howard!
target.
Kill him! Yes, ram him! Oh, you missed! Oh, don't shoot me. Doing good, Howard. We almost got his shields.
Target shields offline.
Who's launching mines? Is that the mining ships? Hey! Okay, should we try this again?
Copy. Regulating flight path for fighter recovery.
So you're gonna sit still this time, Howard? Are you gonna be a troll again? See? Nicely lined up. So he does know how to behave.
Fighter is secure. Clear to shut down telepresence.
Very good. Okay. I am pretty happy with this build. I think this is a pretty good subsurface mining build that can definitely mine and relog at the egg. I don't think this is going to run into any issues with combat. Okay, you know what? I need to have payback from Howard. Howard, I need you to go out in the fighter,
Last deployment.
and then
Fighter deployed. Standing by.
I need you to hold position.
Roger. Maintaining position.
He's just sitting there watching the miners, and
He's not the friendly fire, Commander. I'm not the target. I need to get away from the freight, Commander. The ship can't take any more punishment.
there we go.
Fighter assembly initiated.
Oh god. There we go. That felt good. Let's get this thing back to the carrier. Oh, oops. Oh, this is gonna be one of those annoying where we have to jump through the ring. Yeah, how? Well.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, remember fighters are telepresence. So I just killed a hologram of Howard. Howard is still here.
Ready to engage.
Ah, wrong button. Damn it, what am I doing? No, Howard is still here. Remember when you launch a fighter, it's telepresence. You're not physically going into the fighter. It's just a hologram that goes into the fighter.
Ready to engage.
So Howard is still with me. Yeah, exactly, Dunkel. Howard is more like, nah, I don't care, it's your fighter, you're paying for them. There's already tons of fleet carriers here as well. Everybody is mining the egg. Blowfield, I don't know, but I kind of feel like 300 light years from Sol is a bit outside the EU labor like jurisdiction. I don't know about you, but come on. Yeah. Howard, where are you? And I can't hear you and it makes me nervous. Whether hologram relays any pain, I would think not. It wouldn't make sense. I don't know. I don't know how holograms work, but I would think that they wouldn't. Yes, Hard will have a nice story to tell the bar, absolutely. But to be honest, the number of fighters that Howard has cost me already is quite a few. He has a tendency to lose them a bit.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your landing pad.
There we go. There we go. Oh, I should probably also remember to store the diamonds that we actually mined, just because why not? I'm running out of space in my carrier. There we go. Okay, but I think with that, I'm gonna call the stream for today. Remember that if you want the build guide for this, where I'm gonna go over every single module, why I fitted the way I have, why I've chosen the modifications I have, and more importantly, what you can change on the build to fit your playstyle, that video is gonna be coming out later this week. I'm gonna fast track that video so I can get it out before Odyssey. Which of course is on Monday when we have the alpha test. So stay tuned for later this week when the build guide for this is going to come out. And then of course it will be available on the Commander's Toolbox and in all the usual places where you can see all the builds that I've done. Of course you can find links for the Commander's Toolbox in chat already, together with chats for the various social channels if you want to follow the channel on other platforms. Also, you can find links for the tip page where you can donate if you want to support the channel. You can do that through one-time donations on tip.d2ea.com or through monthly subscriptions through Patreon at patreon.d2ea.com. And Patreons, of course, always get a 10% discount on the merch store, which you can find at d2astore.com. There is still a discount code running right now. It is Core Corvette. You can find it in chat. That gives you 10% off. I'm going to keep the code running for like 15 minutes here after the stream, and then I'm going to take it down. So you have 10-15 minutes to finish up your orders if you want to have something from the merch store. Then the code's going to be gone, and next one's going to be next live stream. Now, also, of course, it's going to be the Discord where I'm going to be hanging out here after live stream. So come by and say hi. And next live stream is gonna be Monday next week. There might be, I have some things, and Hawks know what it is. I have some things I want to do in Star Citizen. There might be some Star Citizen stuff coming along during the weekend. I'm not 100% sure when, but the next Elite live stream is gonna be Monday. When, I don't know. It's gonna be as soon as the alpha goes live. So as soon as I have access to alpha, I'm gonna go live, and you're gonna be able to join me on stream to get my first experience with Odyssey as we get in and we try the alpha test. So again, I don't know the exact time. It depends when Frontier is done deploying the update. But as soon as it's live, you will probably see me live. And of course, as always, it will be both here on YouTube and Twitch, business as usual. But that's gonna be it for this week. I really hope this live stream, actually, more this week actually. But I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do give it a like on the way out if you haven't done already, and subscribe to the channel if you're following over on Twitch. Then yeah, hit the follow button there. And also next time, I will see you guys in space.